Howdy folks, Spencer here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to get hangar pets in Star Trek Online. As always, chapters are listed down below. First up, what do you need on a ship in order to use hangar pets? So when you're looking at the gear on your ship, the page that lets you see your weapons, consoles, and so on, at the very bottom you need to see a hangar bay slot. If your ship doesn't have one, you simply cannot use hangar pets on it. And as of me recording this video in February of 2024, there is no way to go in and add a hangar bay to a ship that doesn't have one. So if you're wanting to do a build that incorporates hangar pets, you need to explicitly find a ship that has one or two hangar bays on it right off the bat. And there isn't a ton of options out there. If you look at the numbers here, Star Trek Online has 445 Tier 6 ships as of me recording this video. Of those, 314 have 0 hangar bay slots, 84 have a single hangar bay, and only 47 have 2 hangar bay slots. And if you're explicitly looking to use a specific type of hangar pet, there are some that do have restrictions where you can only use them on a full carrier that has 2 hangar bays, or you can only use them on ships from X faction. So if you're looking to do a carrier build and use something really specific, you don't always have a very wide selection of ships. And next up, if you're wondering what hangar pet options are out there, I would highly recommend you take a look at the stowiki.net, which I'll have linked down below. And on this page, they have a full list of all of the hangar pets we currently have in the game, and if there is a specific ship you need to pick up to unlock them, they'll tell you. They'll also tell you what ships you can put those pets on, and they'll show you the difference between the normal, advanced, and elite versions of those pets. And if you scroll down a bit further, they also have a really nice breakdown on everything that currently exists in the game that you can use to boost up your hangar pets. So again, I'll have this linked down below for those of you wanting to take a look at it. The other resource that I would highly recommend is STO Better. They have some really nice breakdowns here of the best pets in a few different situations. So they have some nice graphs here, and you can see which pets are the best performing DPS-wise that are locked to specific ships and unlocked for any hangar to use or any carrier platform to use. So if you scroll down here, they have a few different situations. You can see the elite Romulan drone ships quite consistently will pop up near the top of the list here. And they also have, for those of you using superior area denial, they have a breakdown of the best pets under SAD. So the normal Toduge fighter squadrons are the top there, not much of a surprise to anyone. And if you're using Coordinated Assault, you can see the Elite Bleth Coas fighters there perform well, the Romulan drone ships again. So again, really good breakdown, and I'll also have this linked down below. Now, you can use these two resources together, and if you're interested in one of the pets, like the Toduge Fighter Squadron, you can go look at the page for those on the wiki to learn more about them. And if you look back at the STO Better page here, you'll note that they explicitly say it's the normal Toduge fighter squadrons that perform the best. Most hangar pets get better when you get the advanced and elite versions, but there are some hangar pets, especially the fighter squadron ones, that have these pulse cannons that do perform worse with the higher ranks. And the reason for that is that these pulse cannons have a really weird interaction with superior area denial, and with something like the Toduge fighter squadrons, as you go up to the higher rarities of these pets, like the very rare, you're taking off one of the pulse cannons for a dual cannon, which doesn't perform as well. And if you go up to the ultra rare, you're taking off the pulse cannons entirely for a dual cannon and turret. So there are some pets, again, like those rare quality Toduge, that do perform better than the higher rarity versions. And in other cases, you'll have most pets, like the Romulan drone ships here, which do get stronger with the higher ranked versions because they get more abilities on them, and they get higher ranked abilities with those increased versions of them. So again, it's going to vary pet to pet, and I'd recommend you do your research, but some pets do get better when you get the higher quality versions, and some pets actually get worse. And next up, I'm going to show you where to go to pick up the rare quality hangar pets. So if you're a Fed on ESD, it's a vendor directly to the right of the ship selector, and it's the same setup on most shipyards, where it's going to be a vendor right next to the ship selector. So simply go to that vendor, go to Requisition Starship Equipment, and then at the bottom left you'll see Hangar, and you can scroll down and pick up whatever Hangar Pets it is you're wanting to grab. And it'll tell you also if there's a requirement, you'll see it grayed out, and you can click on them to see what that requirement is to be able to purchase those pets. So if you were wanting to get to those rare quality Toadoosh fighter squadrons, not the fighters, the fighter squadrons, then you would just go here and you can pick them up for 25,000 EC apiece. So pretty easy to get, very accessible. And next up, for the advanced pets, all you have to do is go to the lithium store and go down to the Hangar Pets tab, and you'll see them there. These have a base cost of 30,250 dilithium per, and if you have a T3 dill mine in your fleet, you'll get a 15% discount, taking them down to 25,712 dilithium. Now, if for whatever reason you have no way to get the elite fleet pets, these are an option for you. But in my opinion, as soon as you have access to get the elite pets from your fleet, I think you're better off just skipping the advanced and going straight to the elite if you're sinking resources into your Hangar Pets. Okay, and for the elite fleet pets, there is a few things you need to check here on your fleet window before you can go out and pick these things up. So open up your fleet window, go to the settings tab, and click whatever rank you are and see if you have the buy from provisioned fleet stores checkmark on your rank. You need to have this in order to be able to pick up the elite pets. Next up, you need to go to the holdings tab and go to Starbase, and on the provisions thing there, you need to see if there is any Starbase Science personal requisition provisioning provisions there. So right now I can see that I've got 1,600 of them, and that I do have permission to buy from my fleet. So I'm good so far. The next thing is that you need to see if your fleet has a tier 5 science starbase. If they do, then you can head on over to your starbase and you'll be good to go. And to get to your fleet starbase, you have two options. You can either transwarp there. Through the transwarp window, you'll see fleet starbase system, or you can go to the beta quadrant and fly to them manually. The Fed one is next to Deep Space K7 at the bottom left of the map, and the Klingon one is next to Gonalda, just a few sectors over to the right. But if your fleet does not have a tier 5 science starbase, you're not going to be able to purchase these from your fleet. So what you're going to have to do is go into a channel like NOP Public Service, and what you would go in and say in there is, hey, can someone invite me to a Federation tier 5 science starbase? Like, you just have to go in and say something like that in a channel like NOP Public Service or one of the DPS channels, and you'll get someone to send you an invite. And one quick note on this, you cannot be in a fleet map or on a ship bridge when they send the invite. If you are, you're not going to get it. So make sure you're on just a normal map like ESD when you're asking for this, otherwise the invite's just never going to show up for you. If you get an invite to a map, to a fleet map that has that unlocked for that fleet, then you can go in and use your provisions from your fleet to buy from their stores. So there is a workaround there if your fleet doesn't have that tier 5 starbase. Now the next thing is once you're actually on the starbase map here, you need to actually beam into the starbase. So once you're on the ground map, you're going to head over to the Fleet Space Supplies Officer at the very top of the map. So run out of the transporter room here and go to the right. And it's this little ramp down. And then it's going to be the first NPC to the right. So talk to this guy, and he's got all of the elite pets. So the cost of elite pets is going to be a bit higher than the advanced. You're looking at 100,000 fleet credits per and a base cost of 45,000 lithium per. Now, with the 15% discount from the T3 dill mine, that goes down to 38,250 lithium, so you can get a little bit cheaper. But the fleet credit cost is understandably going to be a bit rough for those of you that are new to the game. So they're expensive, but for most Hangar Pets, again, these elite versions are going to be your best option. So if you're going to spend resources on them and you don't want to just stick with the rares for the time being, then these are the ones that you should save up for. So I'm going to pick up two of the elite type 7 shuttlecraft here. that were just released alongside the Iwani. And there you go. That's all you have to do to pick up the elite pets. And over on the Klingon Starbase, you're going to want to head over to the room again at the very top of the map. So take a right when you get off the transporter pad, take another right, and you're going to head into the left hallway over here. And just keep going down the hallway, and it's going to be an NPC into the right. So the Fleet Space Supplies Officer, again, right into the right of this room. And this is where you would pick up the elite pets over on the KDF side. And that's going to be it for today. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to drop them down below. And if you want to learn more about carriers and see what some high-end carrier builds look like, make sure to join the STO Builds Discord, linked in the pinned comment down below and in the description. There's a carrier section over there where people post their full carrier builds, and there's a really nice carrier discussion channel where you can learn quite a bit about the carrier mechanics in the game. But that's going to be it for today. As always, thank you to all channel members and viewers for the continued support. See you guys around.